I thought it would be fun to revisit the main things that we did when we first moved into our home. I think it is fun to share a couple of things. One, looking back now, I am like, how did we manage to do all the things that we did? We did 3 major big things before moving into our home, and I had our second child, youngest little girl, 3 days before we closed on the house. And so we did all this during my maternity leave, and my husband only got 2 weeks off for like leave. So he was really helping like on the weekends and in the evenings, but I was doing the majority of the things. And yeah, looking back now, I'm like, how did I manage with just having a baby and also having a 20-month-old? Just blows my mind. But the main things that we tackled before we moved in was refinishing the floors. We knew that we had to get rid of that god-awful orange floor tone, which orange was just basically thrown up everywhere in our house. The walls were orange, the floors were orange. Basically, the main parts of the house were all orange. And we were like, we cannot handle the amount of orange that's going on here. So we refinished the floors, and then we painted all the major walls in the home with the help of, and the majority of that work actually was done by my husband's aunt, who's a professional painter. So very grateful for that, especially because we have a 2-story home. So, you know, I obviously can paint a wall, but it becomes way more complicated when now you're having to get on scaffolding, ladders, and all that stuff. So I'm excited to show you how that has changed and how it really changed the look of our home. And I think it's going to be so fun to revisit the befores and afters, because we've been in our home now for 2 years, and we've done a lot in that 2-year period. And so, you know, when you're used to seeing it the way that it is because you're living in it, right, you forget how far it's come. So I'm excited to share. So we're starting off with the floors. So as you can see, the floor, like I said, is extremely orange. And also the thing that was really fun about this is, in addition to it being extremely shiny, it was also 2 different tones. So you can see that it's really dark in the main area, but then it goes to a lighter area. So now you can see where we have the difference in what has been stained and then what has not been stained. I'm going to show you the final of what the floor looks like once we go over the next project, which is the cabinet. So following the theme of this house, when we first got it, you have very orangey toned cabinets. And the first thing that we did with that then was to prime them. And after we primed them, we added the main paint color, which you'll see at the end. And then the kitchen island, we also added a beautiful accent to it. So this is the end result of both the floors and the kitchen. Now that you've seen the major projects that we did before we moved into the house, I thought it would be fun to show you a true before and after. So here is the main room before in all of its orange glory with its 2-toned. And here is what it looks like now. So you can see huge difference. Obviously the floors, but you probably may have noticed it has furniture, trees, and also the fireplace looks significantly different than what it did before. And there is no more 2-toned. Here is the kitchen before, as you can see, so orange. And here is the kitchen now with beautiful blue. Well, that's the gist of the major projects we completed prior to moving into our beautiful home and making it ours. If you've enjoyed this video, I really hope that you like and subscribe so that you can see all the other projects we've completed in our home to make it ours.